Functions in C language, part 2, your session 2. So in the last session we just practiced prototype 1, prototype 2 and prototype 3. So how to work with the regular programs like factorial, reverse any number, GCD, sum of n natural numbers, prime number, perfect number and etc. using functions. So I am giving one or two here. Look at this program. This program is factorial of any number using while loop, prototype 2. Look at the program. Look at line number 5. Line number 5 is your declaration part. What is the name of the function here? FACT. Line number 10 is your call, function call. Line number 12 to 21 is your function definition. Look at function definition clearly. What are the basic variables required to find the factorial of any number? We need n input, f output and I is your loop variable. Look at line number 14 clearly. We need to declare the variables which are required for the logic inside the function definition. Look at line number 12, int n. To find the factorial of any number, we need n value. So for any particular program logic, what is the input variable required? That you have to put it within brackets in function definition. Line number 12, int n. So n is required here to find the factorial. So the remaining variables like I and f to be declared inside the function definition. Line number 14 and 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 is your factorial logic. F is equal to f into I. So like this, any program, any regular program, we can rewrite it in functions. The same program, factorial of any number using for loop. So you can choose your things, either it can be while loop or it can be do while or it can be for loop. Look at line number 19 and 21. So line number 5 is your declaration, line number 12 is your call and 15 to 25 is your definition. Intentionally some spaces are given to identify the flow of control. So no confusion regarding the gap in the program. Factorial of any number, prototype 3. Look at line number 26, return f. The program is to find the factorial and the factorial of any number is in f. So return f. The return statement cannot return more than one value at a time. That is very important in functions in C language. We cannot return more than one value at a time. So return f. Look at line number 12 is your function call and line number 5 is your function declaration. Try to identify the difference between each and every program clearly. The same program, factorial of any number using for loop, prototype 3. Look at the things clearly. Try to identify the things clearly. Look at line number 17 here. In the function definition, int x I used instead of n. In the previous program I used n, but here I used x. In line number 21 also, I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to x and I plus plus. You can write programs even like this. There is no rule that in the main program if you use a variable n, you need to use the same variable even in function definition also. And we use the concept of actual parameters and formal parameters, which we will be discussing now. So look at the thing clearly. a program, and in prototype 2, in general, whatever the variables we use in the main program, the same notation we will use in function definition. Look at the first on the left hand side. The name of the function is add a comma b in the main, and similarly even in definition also void add int a comma int b. Look at the arrow marks. You can change the variables in function definition. Look at the one on the right hand side. Void add int x comma int y. So the parameters, whatever the parameters you use in the main program, there is no rule that you need to use the same variables in function definition also. So there a, b and here x, y. What is important is there must be one-to-one correspondence between actual parameters and the formal parameters. The parameters which are declared in the main program are actual parameters, and the parameters whatever we use in function definition are formal parameters. There must be one-to-one correspondence between actual parameters and formal parameters. Look at this example. We have two actual parameters a and b, and we have two formal parameters x and y. A is passed to x and b is passed to y. The data type of actual parameters and the data type of formal parameters must be the same. So here a, b are integer and x and y also integer. Now what is the advantage of taking actual parameters and formal parameters? We will see with a program clearly. So what happens if formal parameters are more than actual parameters? Look at this clearly. Look at the notation. Add a comma b, your function call. In function definition we have add int x int y int z. The formal parameters we have 3 x y z, and actual parameters we have a b. What happens in these type of notations? The program logic you put it in function definition only. So I need 3 parameters x y z, but I am passing only 2 from the main program. The main part is your calling area and the function definition is your called area. So a is passed to x and b is passed to y. Some garbage value will be passed to z. So what happens if actual parameters are more than formal parameters? Look at the things clearly. A comma b comma c. We have 3 actual parameters, but we have only 2 formal parameters. A is passed to x and b is passed to y, and whatever the extra actual parameter will be discarded. So what exactly is the advantage of defining a function, creating a function? Look at this program. K is equal to n factorial multiplied by r factorial. The factorial logic is repeated twice. The same logic repeated twice. Function once defined can be used any number of times, can be called any number of times. Look at the definition part, line number 17 to 26. The factorial of any number, x is the parameter here. So the function definition is to find factorial of x. Look at the main part here. No confusion regarding declaration. Line number 6 is your declaration, and line number 12 is your call. Prototype 3. K is equal to fact of n multiplied by fact of r. The fact, function fact, is defined and called twice. Called twice in line number 12. Fact of n. The n value is passed to x and n factorial. Fact of r. R is passed to x and you get r factorial. That is the reason why we are taking the formal parameters here to avoid confusion. The function definition, line number 17 to 26, is to find factorial of x. So look at 12. The function which is defined to find factorial of any number is called twice. So this is the advantage of functions.